Hello students! Welcome to the video lesson intended for you, grade 7 students. I am your teacher, Teacher April.
Good morning everyone. So we are now in week 6 for this quarter and our topic is about interior and exterior angles of convex polygon. And here are our objectives. So at the end of the lesson, you are expected to derive the relationship of exterior and interior angles of a convex polygon and find the sum of the measures of exterior and interior angles of a convex polygon. So let us review first the definition of interior and exterior angles. So when we say interior angles, these are angles formed by the side of the polygon. So these are angle 6, angle 7, angle 8, angle 9, and angle 10. So these are angles formed by the sides of a polygon. And these are called interior angles of a polygon. So when we say exterior angles, these are angles formed in the exterior of the polygon when each sides are extended. So kapag in-extend mo yung line, magpo-form siya ng angle. And that angles are angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, and angle 5. So these are the exterior angles of a polygon. Now, what is the sum of the interior angles of a convex polygon? The polygon with more than 3 sides can be subdivided into triangles by drawing the diagonals from one vertex. Now, look at figure 1. We have a rectangle and we have one diagonal from one vertex that divides a rectangle into 2. Kaya meron na tayong na-form na dalawang triangle. That is, triangle 1 and triangle 2. In figure 2, we have a 5-sided polygon and we called it pentagon. So kung hahatiin natin by making a diagonal from one vertex, makakabuo tayo ng 3 triangles. We have triangle 1, triangle 2, and triangle 3. Okay. The sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So in figure 1, since we have 2 triangles, we will multiply it by 180 degrees. So we have 2 times 180 degrees is equal to 360 degrees. So this is the sum of the interior in figure 1. While in figure 2, there are 3 triangles. So meron tayong 3 triangles. So we will multiply it by 180 degrees. So we have 3 times 180 degrees is equal to 540 degrees. Ito naman yung sum ng interior of figure 2. So therefore, yung 360 and 540 degrees are the sums of the interior of the polygon in figure 1 and figure 2. So here is the table showing the sum of the interior angles. So we have here also the number of sides, the number of triangles formed. So let's say for example, triangle. A triangle has 3 sides. So ang ma-form natin na triangle dyan ay isa lang. So that is 180 degrees. So in quadrilateral, like for example in a rectangle, we have 4 sides. So if we draw a diagonal from one vertex, we can form 2 triangles, and that is 2 times 180, the sum is 360 degrees. For pentagon, we have 5 sides, and we can form 3 triangles, And the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon is 540. So that is 3 times 180 degrees. For hexagon, we have 6 sides. When we draw a diagonal from one vertex, we can form 4 triangles. And the sum of this is 720 degrees. For heptagon, we have 7 sides. We can form 5 triangles. And then, the sum of these interior angles is 900 degrees. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, based from the table, the number of triangles formed is always 2, less than the number of sides. So, that is n minus 2. So, to find the sum of the interior angles of a polygon, just multiply 180 degrees by the number of triangles formed. That is, the quantity of n minus 2 times 180 degrees, where n is the number of sides. Okay? So, let's have an example. Find the sum of the interior angles of octagon. So, we all know that an octagon has 8 sides. So, using the formula, S is equal to the quantity of n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Yung n minus 2 refers to the number of triangles formed. Yung n refers to the number of sides. So, you just replace 8 to n. So, we have the quantity of 8 minus 2 times 180 degrees. 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. So, we can form 6 triangles when we draw a diagonal from one vertex in an octagon or 8-sided polygon. So, we have triangle 1, triangle 2, triangle 3, triangle 4, triangle 5, and triangle 6. So, multiplying it by 180 degrees, the sum is equal to 1080 degrees. Remember, the sum of the measures of interior angles of any polygon is the quantity of n minus 2 times 180 degrees, where n is the number of sides of polygon. Okay? Now, let's find the sum of the exterior angles of a polygon. So, we all know that an exterior angle of a polygon is an angle that is both supplementary and adjacent to one of its interior angle. So, the interior and the exterior angles at each vertex form a linear pair. So, yung exterior at saka yung interior angle form a linear pair. So, meaning, the sum of the angles of a linear pair is 180 degrees. Okay? Now, here is a table showing the sum of the exterior angles. We also have here the sum of linear pairs na nakadepende sa number of sides ng polygon. We have also here the sum of linear pairs on vertices and the sum of the interior angles. Okay? So, let's say for example, a triangle. A triangle has 3 sides. So, we can form 3 linear pairs. So, to get the sum of linear pairs on vertices, you just multiply the number of linear pairs by the sum of the triangle. So, that is 3 times 180 degrees equals 540 degrees. Now, to get the sum of the interior angle, so since this is a triangle, it is equal to 180 degrees. Now, for quadrilateral, like for example in a rectangle, there are 4 sides. So, we can form 4 linear pairs. Okay? So, again, you just multiply the number of linear pairs by the sum of the triangle, which is 180 degrees. So, it will be equal to 720 degrees. So, since this is a quadrilateral, how many triangles can you form if you draw a diagonal from one vertex? So, makakabuo ka dito ng dalawang triangle. So, multiply mo sa 180 degrees, that is equal to 360 degrees. Now, for pentagon, we have 5 sides, so we can form 5 linear pairs. So, again, multiply 5 times 180 degrees equals 900 degrees. So, since pentagon siya, if we draw a diagonal from one vertex, how many triangles can you form? We can form 3 triangles. So, multiply this by the sum of a triangle, 180 degrees. Therefore, the sum of the interior angles is 540 degrees. Now, for hexagon, we have 6 sides. So, we can form 6 linear pairs. So, 6 times 180 degrees equals 1080 degrees. So, how many triangles can you form when you draw a diagonal from one vertex? We can form 4 triangles. Then, multiply this to the sum of triangles. That will give you 720 degrees, and so on and so forth. Now, this is the formula if you are asked to get the sum of the linear pairs on vertices, 180 times n. And if we are asked to find the sum of the interior angles, we use the formula, the quantity of n minus 2 times 180 degrees, where n is the number of sides. Okay? Now, how about the sum of the exterior angles? To get the sum of the exterior angles, you just get the difference of sum of linear pairs and the sum of interior angles. So, let's say for example, in a triangle, we have 540 ang sum ng linear pairs. Ang sum ng interior angle is 180 degrees. So, ima-minus mo siya, we have 360 degrees. Sa quadrilateral, we have 720 degrees. Then, ang sum ng exterior is 360 degrees, i-minus, we have 360 degrees. For pentagon, we have 900 degrees minus 540 degrees equals 360 degrees, and so on and so forth. So, or you can use the formula, the sum of the exterior angle is equal to 180 degrees times n minus the quantity of n minus 2 times 180 degrees, that will be equal to 360 degrees. Like for example, find the sum of the exterior angle of octagon. Octagon, how many sides? There are 8 sides. So, using the formula, 180 times n minus the quantity of n minus 2 times 180. You just replace 8 to n. Okay? So, that is 180 degrees times 8 minus the quantity of 8 minus 2 times 180 degrees. Then, simplify. 180 times 8 is equal to 1,440 minus 8 minus 2 is 6 times 180. Then, 6 times 180 equals 1,080. So, subtract 1,440 minus 1,080 equals 360. Okay, so kung mapapansin ninyo, kahit ilang side, mayroon ang polygon, the sum of the measure of the exterior angle is always 360 degrees. Okay? Now, let's have another example. What is the measure of one exterior angle of a regular decagon? So, we all know that a decagon has 10 sides. The sum of the exterior angles of a convex polygon is always 360 degrees. So, we will divide 360 degrees divided by 10 is equals 36 degrees. So since the given is a regular polygon, which means all angles are congruent, then each exterior angles measure 36 degrees. Next example, find the measure of one of the interior angles of a regular polygon with 5 sides. So 5 sides is a pentagon. So again, the sum of the exterior angles of a convex polygon is 360 degrees. So i-divide natin yung 360 degrees by 5, that is 72 degrees. So the measure of one of the interior angles is 72. So since it form a linear pair, the sum is 180 degrees. So we will subtract 72, that is equal to 108 degrees. So therefore, yung interior angle is 108 degrees. Okay? Okay, let's try this. Given the following polygons, draw all the diagonals from one vertex to find the number of triangles that can be formed and the sum of the interior angles. For example, number 1, this is a triangle. So there is only one triangle. Oh, what is the sum of a triangle? 180 degrees. Okay, next. How about in number 2? This is a hexagon. So if we draw a diagonals from one vertex, and how many triangles can we form? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So there are 4 triangles. And what is the sum? So you just multiply 4 times 180 is equal to 720 degrees. Okay? Let's say for example, number 4. This is a nonagon. So if we draw a diagonal from one vertex, we can form how many triangles? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 triangles. So what is the sum? So 7 times 180 degrees. So what? Next, given the following sum of linear pairs on vertices and the sum of interior angles of the polygon, find the sum of the exterior angles. So napakadali, you just subtract. The answer is 360 degrees. Subtract. Number 2, again. Subtract the sum of linear pairs and the sum of interior angles. Now, it's time for you to answer learning task 2, wherein you're going to solve for x. So, let's say, for example, in number 1, solve for x. So, this is a pentagon. And the sum of the interior of a pentagon is 540 degrees. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, i-add mo lang yung 98 degrees plus 104 degrees plus 120 degrees plus 90 degrees. Ang total nun, ima-minus mo sa 540 and that will be the value of x. Number 2, this is a quadrilateral. And the sum of the exterior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So, ganun din. You just add 38 degrees plus 100 degrees plus 97 degrees. Ang total nun, ima-minus sa 360 and that will be the value of x. Okay? Next, number 3. Again, this is a quadrilateral. And the sum of the interior of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Okay, you just add 2x plus 10 plus 110 plus 90 degrees. Okay? So, let's add 2x plus x is 3x plus 110 plus 90 plus 10 is equal to 210. Then equate this to 360. So how to solve for x? So we have 3x equals 360 minus 210. So 3x equals 150. Then divide by 3. Divide by 3. The answer is what? Okay. For number 4, again, this is a quadrilateral. And the sum of the exterior angle is 360 degrees. Okay? So, again, i-add mo ulit 4x plus 2x plus x plus 3x equals 360. Okay? Then, divide both sides by 10. Then, solve for x. Okay, next. Sa number 5, this is a pentagon. Sum of the interior angles of a pentagon is 540. Now, since this angle is the same, they are congruent, so that we can replace this as x also. Okay, so let us add x plus x equals 2x plus 70 plus 110 plus 90 equals 270. Then, equate this to 540. Then, solve for x. Parehas lang sila ng process. Okay?
Thank you for watching. Always remember, study with love, study with all your heart. Please do like, share, and subscribe for more updates. Stay safe. God bless.